friends, and welcome to Intention, where we focus on tarot readings and other mystic topics. And today we have a selected card reading that channels our energy to find out a prediction about one of your relationships. This could be either with a partner, a friend, your boss. Regardless, we'll take a look at what someone's really thinking about you right now and hopefully give you a little insight. If you're new to selected card readings, I'll give you a quick intro on how this style of reading works. Today's message will arrive in one of 4 different piles, either from Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, or Group 4. You can take a minute to select the group that you're most intuitively drawn towards. If you need to pause the video, feel free to do that at any time to assist you in selecting. To help you find the right group, I've also added some crystals to each pile. Group 1 has celestite, Group 2 has apophyllite, Group 3 has black tourmaline, and Group 4 has amethyst. Once you've selected the group that's meant for you, we can continue on to the reading. Before we get into these readings, though, I do want to remind everyone that tarot is a tool to provide self-reflection and help you find the path that's right for you. We're all in control of our own lives, and these readings are meant to dissect our past, help us process the present, and think critically about the future. However, no one path is ever set in stone, so if you ever hear something in the reading that you don't like, or maybe that doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. You always have the power to change the direction in your life, or that part of the message might simply not be meant for you. Your destiny is always in your control. To hear the reading for the group you've selected, go to the description box to see your group's timestamp and then jump forward to that section. If you enjoyed today's tarot reading, please send some positive vibes back our way by clicking that like button, leaving us a comment, and subscribing to our channel so that you can join us for future tarot readings. And with that, let's get into it. Welcome Group 1, and thank you so much for joining us in today's selected card reading. Before we begin any reading, I like to start by setting our intention. To do that, let's all close our eyes. Take a deep breath, prepare your heart for a positive message, and when you're ready, open your eyes and we'll begin the reading. All right, Group 1, we've got the Empress, Death, Ace of Wands, the Devil, and 7 of Coins. So right off the bat in the center of the reading with the Ace of Wands, this really to me seems like we're referencing a potential, something new that's going to happen between you and this person, whoever they might be. They're feeling a strong connection or a pull towards you. This is also a yes card, so it feels like right now they're making a change in the way that they felt about you and opening up to some sort of new potential between the two of you, maybe an opportunity for growth. The Empress card over in the past position references them doing a lot of self-care. So maybe before they hadn't exactly thought about you as much in your relationship. It was more not about them necessarily, but you allowed them the freedom to feel like they could be a little bit more selfish. They could connect with their own senses, a little more self-care. Maybe you were friends with this person, but now there's going to be a transformation, some kind of change. So the Death card is an end of something and fundamentally a change to something newer and deeper. It's also a sudden or unexpected shift. So they had felt like this for a while, maybe on like their own like personal friend level with you. There wasn't really a lot of movement towards something that's more emotional or deeper, but now they've had a sudden change of heart and they're ready for a new potential with you as you move forward. The Devil card in the future position or the advice position here means that there's something that's holding them back about this. So they may have a little bit of trepidation. They're kind of hesitant to move forward or show or tell you necessarily how they feel. There's also a second layer to this message, which references that an attachment is growing. So right now they're maintaining that boundary, but it looks like there is going to be an opportunity to explore that passion. So this might be a relationship, like a love kind of connection between you and this person. If you already are in a relationship, this could just be a deeper sort of level that you're moving to with your partner. So you may have been more kind of focused on each other's individual needs, on your own like self needs in the beginning, but now you're having the chance to move forward deeper in your relationship. The 7 of Coins here at the end in the outcome position really means that they're investing in this new relationship or this new feeling for you. It's a look at the bigger picture for them because they're keeping the future in mind. So this is something that they definitely want to develop. There's just a little bit something holding them back, which might be something you can help put them at ease, maybe help show them you feel the same way if this is a love kind of connection you're thinking about. But either way, the 7 of Coins mean that there's going to be long-term stability and sustainability within your relationship moving forward. And there were 2 oracle cards for your reading. The first one is Align Your Life, what is not aligned or needs to change. So that's likely them thinking about the actual relationship they have with you and how they want to move it to the next level, but they're not sure how to realign themselves. So they might need a little help from you. Like we said, understanding that some of that attachment and some of the boundaries that they put up aren't really necessary because maybe you feel the same way. The second oracle card is Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? So much in the same way, that really references them feeling a call or a pull towards you. They feel like now it's the time to say yes to moving forward in that relationship with you. So you need to help assist them if they need a little encouragement in answering that call. And the stone for your reading was celestite, which really references aligning with our deeper inner truths. So that's just further re-emphasizing the fact that they really want to make this change and make this new connection with you grow deeper. So this is them, and the stone's referencing them aligning to that new kind of direction in their life, a new direction for the relationship that you have with them in general. So to sort of sum up the overall kind of theme or the arching sort of truth in this particular message, it's that somebody, probably in a romantic way, wants to develop their deeper feelings that they kind of felt a spark or a pull towards you for, but they're feeling a little hesitant about doing that, like something might be holding them back. But this is kind of sudden for them or new, and it might, in fact, if this is resonating with you from your end as well, it might be something kind of sudden and new that you're thinking about doing. So the general theme of the reading or the advice would be to go ahead and take that leap, to take that chance to remove those boundaries so that you guys can find out how deep your relationship can truly develop. And as I said earlier in the video, if you guys enjoyed today's reading, please send us some positive vibes back our way by clicking that like button, leaving us a comment, and then subscribing to our channel so that you can join us for our future tarot readings. And with that, we'll see you in the next one. Welcome, Group 2, and thank you so much for joining us in today's Select a Card reading. Before we begin any reading, I like to start by setting our intention. To do that, let's all close our eyes, take a deep breath, prepare your heart for a positive message, and then when you're ready, open your eyes and we'll begin the reading. All right, Group 2, so we have the Ace of Coins in reverse, the Knight of Cups, the Three of Wands, Temperance in reverse, and then the Knave of Coins. So the Three of Wands in the center position, or the more thematic card in this reading overall, means that there are plans under the way for you and this person. There may have been a chance to sort of broaden your horizons, some dreams that maybe you've talked about, as in like goals for the future. Also, the potential for some international travel, or maybe an opportunity to go somewhere or to visit some place with a different background than your own. So it looks like you and this person are planning that, planning some kind of trip or talking about your dreams and goals for the future. Before, in the past position, in the Ace of Coins reverse, there was a lack of planning. So you and this person may have discussed some of this kind of ideology before, maybe that you wanted to take this trip or you wanted to kind of go on this big adventure together, but you weren't exactly ready at the time. You were trying to manifest that into your life, trying to think about ways that that could happen, but it didn't exactly work for you. So in the next position, in the Knight of Cups, this really references romance and charm. So the Knight of Cups is the classic romantic card of the deck. He's in touch with his intuitions and his emotions, and he's also very motivated. So it looks like there was some sort of change within them, some sort of kind of romantic ideal that they developed about the fact that you actually could kind of take this step, could make this new journey together. And so now they're ready to kind of move forward and have the foresight to kind of get those plans underway. Temperance in the reverse position really means that there's an imbalance, or there's some kind of self-care or realigning that they need to do within themselves before you guys are going to be ready to take that step. So something is kind of off with them. They're feeling like maybe they need to reprioritize their life. They might need a small break, not from you necessarily, but just from life in general, maybe a time to step away and sort of relax before they make any really big decisions. So that's something you could probably help them with by encouraging them to kind of take that small break or take that time to really evaluate within themselves how they feel about it before you guys make this big giant leap. But in the end of the day, the Knave of Coins here in the outcome position really is about new beginnings and a possible career advancement or learning opportunity. So this might be related in some way to a career that you have. So this could be someone who's in a position of mentorship or leadership maybe with you. Maybe you guys had thought about expanding your role, expanding your abilities. Maybe that deals with an international team or working with some people who have a different background or a different training than you actually do. But now they're kind of ready to let you and them sort of take on that new new role. So this is about that possible advancement actually coming to fruition. It's something that you all and they all have wanted for a while. It's not a guarantee, but just a motivation that now you guys are ready to begin that hard work that's going to get you there in the end to that place where you're able to set off on that new adventure together. So the two oracle cards with your reading were the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So this is about really that development and that new adventure you're going to go on. So like I said, you guys have thought about this before, but there was some lack of planning, some kind of hesitation, something you all needed to work out first in order to be able to move forward and actually get to that goal. So this is about now knowing that you've been training and preparing for that, and you've got the power and everything that you need to make that happen for you guys. And the second card was you're already doing it. So stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So that obviously probably references the temperance and that kind of hesitation. There's going to be a moment to sort of pause and reevaluate and really make sure that you're ready for this, but stop overthinking. So once you've kind of reevaluated and made sure that you're ready to go, you already have everything you need to be successful. So keep continuing on the path ahead. The stone in your reading group 2 is apophyllite, and that's really about going within to trust our higher self, our intuition, and it's a conduit stone, so it's a stone for action and energy as well. So it's sort of taking what you guys have learned, taking the experiences that you've had that are now preparing you for this new journey and adventure you're going to take together, that the plans are underway, and so this is a good stone to remember to use for self-reflection, and then understanding when you're ready to conduct that power, you've got everything that you need to burst forward and really take those next steps. So in conclusion, just to give an overarching sort of theme or general message for the reading today, it's really about knowing this person is ready to make that next big step with you, whether that's a career mentor, whether it's a friend that you're going to take an international trip or really go kind of develop your dreams with. You guys are ready to take that next step. You know you kind of feel it. They are now feeling it. You've had a little lack of planning before, but if you just pause and kind of take a moment, you guys have everything you need now to make those big new steps and move forward on a great adventure together. As I said earlier in the video, if you enjoyed today's reading, please send those positive vibes back our way by clicking that like button, leaving us a comment, and subscribing to our channel so you can join us for future tarot readings. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Welcome Group 3, and thank you so much for joining us in today's Select a Card reading. Before we begin any reading, I like to start by setting our intention. To do that, let's all close our eyes, take a deep breath, and prepare your heart for a positive message. And when you're ready, open your eyes and we'll begin the reading. All right, Group 3, so we have the Moon, 7 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and 10 of Cups. So I don't want this to scare you guys, but in the central position here, the 10 of Swords, this card really references the ending of a relationship or something sort of that has to do with betrayal. So to me, it really feels like right now you guys this is referencing sort of a relationship you have with someone, whether it's a lover, a friend, a coworker. Something's created a chasm between the two of you and you've moved forward, no longer connected. So someone also probably felt like they were tricked. This really references somebody feeling like they've been bamboozled or had the wool pulled over their eyes about something, but there's always two sides to every story. So whether that's you that feel that way or them that feel that way, somebody feels like they were tricked, and it's less probably about what happened and more about things never being the same because you guys were super close to this person before. There's a lot of acceptance and letting go that you need to if you're going to move forward with them. But this is going in a positive direction, so it's not all doom and gloom. We're going to talk about kind of where we came from, but where we're going is a really good place. So concerning this sort of split or chasm between the two of you, the Moon card references an intuition or a projection of fear in this situation. So there was probably some uncertainty, something sort of underneath the surface between the two of you that you could feel was a little bit off. And you need to kind of let go of mental blocks when this card appears. So likely that didn't happen. Likely you guys couldn't sort of let that go, and it carried on into your relationship and moved us forward towards the 7 of Wands card, which is about a challenge or a competition. So there's something between the two of you that had to do with sort of maybe a mental challenge, or it could have been like a direct challenge. If you guys are coworkers, this could have been a job promotion maybe you were competing for. If this is a friend or lover, it might have been an argument that you got in. But either way, there's this challenge and sort of competition, a need to sort of protect yourself because now this person has been at odds with you at this time. because of these things, because of that uncertainty, because of sort of this challenge or fight that you got in, you move forward away from that person. So no longer having the close relationship that you did before. But in the outcome position, we've got a really positive card with the Ten of Cups. So as the advice, the Two of Cups really references a unified partnership. So this is you guys coming together, looking for a chance to mend your relationship, to change sort of what's happened, and to get good reconciliation between the two of you. So this is a reading for them through you, if that makes sense. And so what you might want to do is be the bigger person at this point and really reach out to them. If this reading is kind of resonating for you right now, maybe that's exactly what you need to do, is reach out, take the first step to get on the same wavelength with them. Likely because this reading is sort of for them, they're feeling that too. They're feeling like they wished you guys could come together, create that partnership again, but they may need you to be the one that takes the first step. But in the outcome position, the Ten of Cups is amazing for you guys. So there's going to be a lot of harmony, a lot of alignment between the two of you, and a real sense of happiness again. So this is all about you mending that relationship and creating a long-term change where you're back on the same page and you're able to move past the situation or the conflict at hand that sort of created that initial break between the two of you, and you can both feel whole again. So this card's about trusting that intuition and getting aligned with your highest good, which for me is really pertaining to this reading and you guys, meaning that you need to take that step and be the first one to reach out to them. And there were two oracle cards for your reading. So the first one is going to be Awakening, Energetic Upgrades, A New Way of Being, Integration. So this is you guys sort of awakening probably to the realization that you can move forward and get close to this person again, that you guys can have that relationship because you're both really missing it. And so this is probably, for me, this is connected most to the Two of Cups because you guys are feeling like you need to take that step and you need to sort of move forward with them. So this is you waking up to that realization that now is the time to go ahead and do that. And the second card is Birthing a New Age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So because you guys have been through some stuff, because this was not so fun, you're moving forward in a really new direction. So this is a whole new world for you guys. This is a new situation, a deeper, more connected relationship. Sometimes the things that we go through that are really difficult can make us actually stronger in the end. So for me, this card really references that. It's you two moving forward in a whole new world, a whole new relationship that you're going to create together. And the stone for your reading, group 3, is black tourmaline, which is literally perfect for what this reading is about, because that stone really takes in all of the negative energy and the negativity around you and gives it a place to store and a place to get away from you. It also doesn't need cleansing. So this is a stone that's prepared to kind of take on that burden. So it's perfect considering you guys are in a position with this person where your relationship or your heart was really broken. Theirs was too. So this is a reminder that you can put all that negative energy in a place that doesn't necessarily mean it needs to interrupt your life anymore, that you guys can move forward and leave all that negative energy in the past. So to sum up the overall reading for you guys today, what I'm really feeling is there's some sort of betrayal or some sort of situation with this person where your heart was broken or where you guys feel like you can never be the same again because how you were feeling about them, whatever the challenge or the conflict was between you guys that broke up sort of this relationship and the synchronicity that you had, you can get back there again. You just need to be the one to take the first step and sort of mend that relationship because you guys can move to a place where you're getting a whole new kind of experience with each other and a much deeper connection that maybe you would have even had before had you not sort of been through all this trial and sort of tribulation in the beginning. If you enjoyed today's reading, please send some positive vibes back our way by clicking that like button, leaving us a comment, and subscribing to our channel so that you can join us for future tarot readings. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Welcome, Group 4, and thank you so much for joining us in today's Select a Card reading. Before we begin any reading, I like to start by setting our intention. To do that, let's all close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Prepare your heart for a positive message. And then when you're ready, open your eyes and we'll begin the reading. All right, Group 4, so we have the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, the 8 of Coins, the 3 of Wands in reverse, and the 9 of Coins. All right, the 8 of Coins in the center position for this reading really lets me know the person that we're talking about for you guys is unhappy with the way things are right now. So they're probably working to improve their situation. Maybe they're committed to making some changes they need to do in a positive way. but they might need your help in order to get that going. So it's something you can encourage them to do a little bit more self-improvement. They're working on that right now, but this is a person who really might need a little bit of help from you. So it could be a coworker, it could be your lover, probably is going to be your friend, because I really feel like this is someone who you have a close relationship, but not necessarily a romantic one. But it's someone who might need to lean on you right now a little bit more. So let's take a look at kind of where they're at, how they got to where they are, and then what maybe you can do in the future to help them. So the Four of Cups in the past position, they were having a lot of new opportunities, maybe some changes that could have happened in their life, but they were saying no because they felt like they weren't really ready. They were looking for some kind of internal validation. They weren't getting that. They felt like they needed to hesitate, and they just weren't ready to make that change initially. They might be getting ready now because they are kind of unhappy with how things are in their current situation, but they just weren't ready for it before. In this next position, the Seven of Swords is referencing a hiding of something. So this is something that might be how they feel about something. It took a lot of effort for them to keep this secret too. So this is something that you might have felt like you knew that they weren't quite as happy, that they need to decide to take a leap and kind of get out of the way to get what they want. But you might be able to assist them in doing that by letting them know that everything's going to be okay, that you're there to kind of support them, you're there to sort of help them, and they don't really need to hide how they feel about that because you'll be here to be a support system for them. In the advice section, the Three of Wands in reverse means that there's been kind of a lack of planning, maybe some sort of foresight they were missing, and there needs to be a delay around moving forward. So they might be ready, they might be sort of unhappy with the way things are, ready to take chances, whether that was a career that, opportunity they missed out, whether that was sort of a development of a relationship with someone they decided they weren't ready for. They can do that with your support. There's a time for change, but they kind of feel like they want to stay in their comfort zone. So as you're sort of lending that support to them, just keep in mind, be mindful that the time is now for them to make that change, but they're feeling a little worried about it. So they might want to sort of lean on you. You might need to break the ice. So this could be a reference that you need to kind of reach out to them and let them know, hey, I know you're not kind of feeling so great, but I know that you can do this thing. I know you've got the power within you, and I'm going to be here to help support you along the way. The Nine of Coins in the outcome position is about abundance. So ultimately, they're going to be relying on themselves. So this is really about you propping them up and giving them the tools that they need to be super successful, because you as their friend or their partner, you really are the one that they need to lean onto when they're having a time of inner struggle. So this is all about harmony with them within the world and enjoying their time and now getting that kind of independence. So this is a really positive outcome to where they're right now feeling sort of unhappy. This is about them kind of getting that abundance. So it's moving directly related to each other. The Eight of Coins followed by the Nine of Coins. That really is like the next step in their evolution. So there just needs to be that little pause, which you can kind of help them with because they need you to reach out and kind of let them know that everything's going to be okay. But in the end, it's going to work out in a really positive way, and they're going to get the things that they really want in their life. All right, and then we have the Oracle cards for your readings, group 3. So the other groups actually got 2, but you guys had 3. There was a third one that I felt like was particularly important that kind of jumped out at the end. So the first one is Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. So this is referencing sort of that moment of pain, that kind of situation where they were feeling like, oh, I'm not ready for anything to happen yet. This is just sort of reinforcing that that's kind of where they were in the process, and now you need to help them move out of that with this particular card. So Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. So this is you kind of helping them break out of that cycle, helping them understand you're there to be that sort of center of support for them, and they can really achieve everything they want. They already have the tools, but you're going to be here to hold their hand and be here if they need any kind of support. And the last one was Leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So this is really about them taking that actual leap. And the you go first for me in this card, I think in this reading in particular, really references you might need to leap with them. So this is really calling back to that Three of Wands, that there's going to be a pause, but that maybe you need to reach out to break that ice because they're going to need somebody to help them make that jump to get their true potential. And the stone for your reading is Amethyst, group 4. So that's really about cleansing, clarity, protection, something that this person in your life really needs a lot of right now. They need to rely on you to be that sort of cleansing and clarifying spirit, something that helps them sort of figure out the path and the way that they need to go. So Amethyst is a great stone to really reference that. So to sum everything up for you guys, Group 4, this reading is really about someone in your life that needs a little bit of support. Someone who you probably already know kind of had an opportunity they skipped on, maybe something didn't work out so well for them. Through 2020 and the beginning of 2021, that has been quite a few people. So this is probably a reference that you need to hear kind of in your life right now, that someone out there needs your help. They need your support. They need your sort of shoulder to lean on. And so if you know someone like that, this is just referencing being that person who's there to sort of help them break the ice and get the things that they want in life, knowing that you're there to be a true support system for them. And as I said earlier in the video, if you guys enjoyed today's reading, please send some positive vibes back our way by clicking that like button, leaving us a comment, and subscribing to our channel so you can join us for future tarot readings. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.